Hey guys!
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Anthony and
Amanda.
And we are basically interviewing each other today. So Amanda, tell us about what sparked your interest in drones.
Okay, so I think I've always been like a very creative, visual person. Like even before drones, I was definitely like a Google Maps enthusiast. So when I worked for a company that had like a company drone, I'd seen drone photos online and I was like, oh my gosh, like please let me fly the drone, please let me try it. Like I don't want to get out of this, at the time, college internship without having the chance to fly the drone.
Oh yeah.
So my mentor Steve took me out, let me fly the drone, and I was like, this is amazing, this is so cool. Like my formal background is architecture, that's my degree, and so like I'm a very visual person. I was like, architects need drones, this is so good. And I was just really hooked, and I actually had my college thesis trip to Mexico City coming up. So I was like, okay, well, I know this is like going a little further, but this is a good story. So
go for it.
Basically, I was going to Mexico City. We were going to be there for 5 days, and then we were going to come back, and I was going to spend my entire senior year doing this thesis on Mexico City. And I was like, I want a drone, and I knew my school owned a drone. So I went to the school, and they're like, no, like the drone is only for the grad students, and even if we could give it to you, like you haven't had the drone training, so you can't fly it. And so I like begged and begged, and they said no. So I was like, okay, I know I really want to buy a drone, like I'm hooked, but like I'm a college student, I can't buy a drone. So I bought a drone. And I basically said like, you know what, I'm gonna take this drone and I'm gonna like try to make money off of it. I'm gonna try to like market to architects because this is a great tool.
Oh yeah.
We can use it to analyze construction sites before we build. We can even like take a photo and put a rendering on top of it. So I was like, okay, easy. I'll buy a drone and I'm not gonna feel guilty about this giant purchase while I'm a college student because I'm gonna like pay myself back for it. So I buy the drone. It shows up like 3 days before I go to Mexico. So I practiced with it every night.
What was your first drone?
Oh, it was the DJI Spark.
Wow.
So yeah, it's like a tough little guy.
Oh yeah.
Only got like a little less than 15 minutes of flight time for battery.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, only shot in JPEG.
Wow.
But like at the time, like, I mean, I wouldn't say it was a toy, but it definitely wasn't like a professional.
Yeah, nothing like
drone.
we have now.
Nothing like we have now.
The Mavic 2 Pro, that's quite the drone.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, it's amazing.
Oh my god.
I love it. Yeah, so I bought this little drone. I barely knew how to fly it, and then like a week later I was like flying it in Mexico City, like over top of like the waterways and the canals in
Wow.
Xochimilco, and like my hands were shaking. I was like so scared to fly it over water.
Wow.
But yeah, basically like I got hooked, and I got hooked so fast.
So, are you Part 107 licensed? Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, so obviously like when I got the drone, I immediately knew I wanted to make money off of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started studying. Yeah, the test wasn't too bad. I think the hardest part was like so much of the test has to do with like aviation and like things that don't even apply to drones because we fly under 400 feet AGL.
Definitely.
So I think like for me there was a little bit of a roadblock. So I was like, this is so frustrating, this is pointless.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. That test is, it has nothing to do with drones.
Nothing, no. But like the actual content of the test, like I felt like it wasn't that difficult. It was just like hard to motivate myself to study for it.
So now that we've talked about those things, when did you start above AZ?
That's like a really loaded question.
Yeah.
So obviously like I started flying when I was in college. But I was in college, so I was really busy, and like my work was crap. I mean, there's so much to learn. Like I had to learn the photography side,
Yeah.
the legal side, the drone flying side. Like when you're flying the drone, like you literally like, you're not oriented towards your body, your mind is in the drone. Like it's like a whole way of thinking, you know?
Yeah, there's so much that comes along with flying drones. It's crazy. Like you really do have to know video and photos and all that stuff.
Everything.
It's a lot.
Yeah, so I mean, the above AZ, like the idea came together pretty quickly, but like I had so much to learn before I could like really begin.
Yeah, like really take off with it.
Yeah, before it took off.
Yeah. That worked out good.
Yeah.
So let me ask this. Where is your dream location to fly?
Oh my gosh.
And you've been to a lot of places.
I do. I get around.
Yeah.
This is so sad, but I actually haven't really been to Utah.
Oh wow, I haven't been to Utah. I mean, that's a trip that we should do.
We should do Utah together.
That'd be awesome.
Just like the way I plan my trips is I'll find flights on sale and I'll just like book them. Like months out, I'm like, okay, I'll work out the hotel and the details and the rest of the money later, but like this place is on sale, so I'm gonna buy the tickets. And so then like I've barely seen the Southwest, not as much as I would want to.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you've been to a lot, like Italy, Australia, Hawaii.
Yeah.
You were just in LA, so you've definitely done some traveling.
Definitely, yeah. And actually Hawaii and LA were both projects, which is amazing, just where the drone has brought me.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome.
It is so cool.
What advice would you give to beginners that are getting started with drones?
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I'd say there is a lot to learn, so like it takes time. Like don't be mad at yourself if it doesn't look good. Like it's a whole new way of looking and thinking. But there's a lot of great resources on the internet. Like when I started out, I spent a lot of time on YouTube and on the DJI forums. And then as I got better and I kind of built a community of droners, primarily through Instagram, now I kind of have like people I can go to and ask questions to.
Oh yeah, I mean the Instagram community is awesome. And speaking of the Instagram community, you actually had asked some people on your story a question. I messed that up. You had actually asked people on your story questions that they had for us, and one of the users said, "How do your two styles differ?" So.
Yeah, do you want to take the lead on that one?
Yeah, I mean, I would say right off the bat, I mean, starting out, like you were more into photos, I was more into video, but you are learning video. Like Amanda's learning video and she's doing really good. So
Thanks.
Honestly, like our two styles differed like that, but I don't think it's gonna be like that for long. I think you're gonna, you're getting into this YouTube channel and things are gonna pick up in video wise.
I think so, especially like with the Cedar project, which we'll get into later. I've been kind of pushed to do more video, and it's great. I think even in terms of photos, like we'll go out flying together and we get very different stuff.
Yeah, very different stuff. Like a lot of even it's crazy how like you can go flying with a bunch of drone photographers and you're at the same location, but everybody gets different stuff. It's insane.
Yeah, like we've done multiple meetups, like same location, same time of day, very different things.
All different perspectives. It's really cool.
I would say,
What would you say about our styles? What do you think?
I would say you definitely fly higher than me. I think I kind of like have more of an architecture eye, so I try to be like...
Stay lower.
Yeah, I'm a little lower. I definitely do more top downs.
Definitely. I don't do enough of those.
Yeah, I like my really geometric, minimalist top downs. You're really good at daylighting. Like you go get the magical golden hour.
The camera just shut off.
Uh-oh.
I just heard it. Meow.
Okay, so our styles. Sorry about that. We had a camera die. Yeah, I fly lower. I do more top downs. You fly higher, and you always get like the golden hour, sunset.
Yeah.
Like...
That's definitely my thing. Golden hour.
You do a lot more landscape. I feel like I do
Yeah.
a mix of like natural and man-made.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to get more into like urban photography again. I did when I lived in Scottsdale, I did more, but now, now in North Phoenix, I'm more, Sedona photos and whatnot. But yeah, definitely.
And that's so ironic because like your career is built off of real estate images, and now I'm doing the Cedar Project stuff, and I'm mostly flying out in nature doing video.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, that's crazy, like how that works. I didn't think about it like that. Wow. Well, anyway, the next question I have for you is, what is the most challenging shoot you've ever had to do?
Oh man. So let me just back up real quick just for everyone's sake, because I haven't really addressed this and I've been hinting it on Instagram, but so I'm involved with this new company called Creative Studios, and so we're hoping to lock down clients and stuff, but we're just not quite there. We do like live streams and pre-recorded concerts for like local musicians and whatnot. So we also are teamed up with a nonprofit called the Cedar Project. So
Oh, this is what your stories have been about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Awesome.
I haven't like directly, I'll put like a behind the scenes clip and then like not talk about it.
Oh.
But I need to. So basically like the Cedar Project, we'll go out to different remote locations all over Arizona, and we'll put on a live stream concert to benefit different conservation causes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's basically like this startup I'm involved with, Creative Studios. When we volunteer, we call it the Cedar Project. So basically the Cedar Project is like run by this guy, and Creative Studios volunteers to do the media for it.
Oh, wow.
And each concert, we have a different nonprofit that we help out.
Wow, that's awesome. So it's like a good cause, and you're going out there and you're doing what you love. That's really cool.
It is so cool. It's brought together my interest of music with drones, and also like
The ultimate
through
creativity.
the pandemic, I get to go out with this small team, and it's kind of like the most exciting thing I get to do right now.
Yeah, that is awesome. I mean, wow, that's incredible.
I love it so much. So hopefully I'll get like a sizzle reel of that footage, because it is all live streamed, so I don't have it saved on my device personally. But I wanna put something out there to show people what I do, because we go to really nice places.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what LA was for a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, definitely. Wow. So let's talk about drone photos. So what is your favorite drone photo that you've ever captured?
Oh man.
I know this one's hard.
This is hard.
Yeah, it was hard for me too.
Yeah. I think, well, for me, like, my favorite photos are the ones that have, like, the best memories behind them, because there's, like, an emotional attachment. So, like,
That's true.
obviously, like, my trip to Australia, like, I've been wanting to go for many years. I had a close friend there. My sister was with me. So those photos are very special to me.
They are phenomenal, by the way.
Oh.
They really are.
Thanks.
Australia is crazy.
Yeah, the nature stuff in Australia was amazing. I definitely recommend it, especially for Americans, because like you get to go to this different country, but then they speak English, so it's easy, but then the nature stuff is so different. It's just an awesome experience.
Wow. Yeah, wow. That's
I loved
incredible.
it.
I'd love to go to Australia someday.
You should. You can go meet my friend.
Yeah, maybe we'll all go.
There we go.
We
I see a lot of great aerial photos coming out of Western Australia.
Oh, okay.
You know, with the coast and the red rock and the outback stuff. Because I was just like Sydney and Melbourne, so it's like very urban.
Yeah, very urban for sure. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to go to Australia. So that's incredible that you've been there.
Thank you.
My favorite shot that you took in Australia is the one above that like swimming pool. What is it? Near the water?
Oh yeah, the Bondi icebergs.
That's my favorite shot that you
waves.
took from there.
Yeah. So I was actually in Australia in a really unique time, because it was the end of the summer. They had all of those fires, so the whole sky was smoggy, and I was so worried leading up to my trip, because of course I bought my tickets 8 months in advance on sale because that's what I do.
Yeah.
I spontaneously buy tickets really far in advance and then I just like figure it out.
Yeah. Hey, that's the best way to get a deal.
My spontaneous, very far in advance planned trips. So yeah, like Australia was just like on fire and it was smoggy and they, you know, the seasons are flipped. So they had like this really crappy summer and then I get there in the beginning of February, kind of like at the end of the summer.
Oh wow.
And the fires had finally stopped and we just get this torrential downpour.
Oh,
like 3 days straight of rain.
Wow.
And it was cloudy and overcast, like more rain than my friend who like has lived her life there has ever seen.
Yeah.
It felt like the Arizona monsoons, and so every day the sky was gray.
Wow.
So I ended up, but since the sky was gray, I could just take top downs and there was no glare or reflection on the water.
Okay,
So,
yeah, I remember you telling me
yeah.
this. Yeah,
Like there's not a ton of skyline photos, there's not a ton of like sunny beach photos, but there's a ton of top downs of the waves and the rocks and
so you had to get
pools.
creative.
I did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you did a great job.
And I was even flying in the rain a lot, like, cause what happened is the clouds would roll in later in the day, it would rain later in the day. So I would wake up at sunrise and I would actually put my drone in my little bag and I would like run to the beach and try to fly it before it rained or
Oh my
like
gosh.
hope the weather was good when I woke up.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
it was crazy.
that you definitely did an amazing job with those shots. So
It was so fun and I'm so thankful because like, yeah, the weather was a little crazy when I was there, but like, you know, like 2 weeks after I got home, COVID starts getting really bad and then like, you know, a few weeks after that we're in lockdown. So like, yeah, 2020 was rough, but like I didn't miss my like highly anticipated trip like so many people did. So
yeah, you were
I'm really
lucky.
thankful.
You did it right before the whole world got flipped upside down with this. So.
It feels like a different lifetime.
Yeah, for real. It really was like just a few months ago. Well, now it's more than a few months, but the world was so different. So I know that you were in architecture more, but now you're doing drones. So tell us about your career.
Yeah, so I always thought of the drone as like a creative hobby and like, oh, if I sell prints, I get gigs now and then and make money, well, that's great, but like I'm an architect and like that's what I love. But then the pandemic happened and like many people, I lost my job. Like I am, you know, I'm still a recent college grad, so it's not too surprising that it happened. And after a while, I kind of just realized that like not places just aren't interviewing, but I was picking up more side work with the drone. So now I've like really launched Above AZ and I'm pushing it as a business. I'm focusing it on architecture and construction forms. So the good thing is like they'll hire me to like, oh, Amanda, can you like photograph and document these projects of ours? And then they'll get talking like, hey, like we're really busy, can you help with this rendering? Or can we contract you to make our website?
Wow.
So
it's kind of like architecture has led you into this drone world, and
yeah,
that's awesome.
it's really cool.
Wow.
Like every day I have fun. I do architecture things, I do drone things. I have some Photoshop clients, they'll just send me images to like clean up or Photoshop for them, and I love doing the editing. And then as you know, no one else really knows, but I am picking up modeling gigs as well, so I just...
And you're killing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. I have a lot of fun. And then also I have like the whole live stream shows going on, so there's just, like, I don't even feel like I'm unemployed. Like I'm at this point I'm not. At this point I'm freelancing and I've launched my business and every day I do something different.
Well, anyway, guys, that was Amanda of Above AZ. And welcome to her YouTube channel. Welcome to YouTube.
Oh, thanks. You know, thanks for taking the time to get to know me, and definitely check out Anthony. He's awesome.
Yes, and make sure you guys subscribe to her because she's gonna have a lot of content on the way.
Thank you so much. Go check out the Australia video.
Oh yeah. Take care, guys.
Bye.